I wrote this poem about this poem. It was the last flight out of that PZ on March 31st, 1970. The last lift out usually meant trouble, but our Falcon gunships would give us cover. Flight attendants slicks landed to the east. I was trail. My eyes alert, but my mind was on the mail. Our Falcons flew above us like a giant wheel, and you just don't know how safe that made me feel. So when we were loaded with the troops, the lead began to rise to a 3-foot hover, which was no surprise. Then made a right pedal turn to view the flight, make sure everybody was picked up and it was clean. And there was a flash of light. Boom! An RPG impacted with a blinding light. Well, lead crashed and burnt in what looked like a slow motion roll. Get out of that PZ was the rest of the flight's goal. A black mushroom cloud climbed above bright orange flames. On the way out, I'll check for survivors. They'd have done the same. The AKs cracked, bullets splashed here and there, and the Falcon gunships rolled in hot. It was no time to be scared. So I flew forward where 8 other slicks had just been, and our door gunners fired into the tree line again and again. At the burning wreckage, I did a flare so I could see, clear the flames out, so I could see 2 dead pilots where they should be. But there were 2 empty seats where the pilots should be. Hey, there's one of our guys, came a very loud shout. I landed the aircraft and the gunner jumped out. The crew chief and the co-pilot jumped out to help another guy, and just like that, alone in the aircraft was I. I watched my brothers carried 2 back to our ship, but with 2 still missing, how could we quit? We'd found 2 survivors from a crew of 4, AKs still shooting at us. We could linger no more. Our door guns chattered, our rockets impacted on the left, then on the radio I called out, I'm coming out to the west. You know, I looked, but I didn't see any more Americans in that PZ. Come in, Charlie, Charlie. Miller and Leonard are alive, but we don't know about if the others survived. At that time I turned around and looked, and Miller's burnt face had started to peel, but not one crew member in mine was wounded. I think that's surreal. Kevin Crabtree had been thrust out of that orange fiery ball, but not Kimball Sheldon. He's one name on the wall.